And we're live. And good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or whatever you are, wherever you are in the world. We are so excited to be with you here today. And it's your favorite session, Saturday Psychic Live. So get your questions in the chat. Remember to do Q, Q, Q. And then we can pick up the questions and start putting them forward. But without further ado, let me welcome Selma, Light Language Mother, and she's going to talk a bit about light language and also a little bit of a secret and a touch of magic as well. So over to you, Selma.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Beverly. Thank you for having me again today. It's like so exciting always to be here with you on Saturday Psychic Live, either on camera or behind, like off camera. It's both really beautiful and very entertaining. So yeah, thank you for introducing me and my light language. What is light language? Light language is basically the voice of your soul, and you are connected to your higher self. Through your higher self, you're connected to your soul. And this is how you can download or channel your own voice, your own light language. It doesn't mean you are a medium or you're channeling a being or you are connected to anything else. It's actually you, but on a different level, on a higher dimension. And why I call myself Light Mother, because in my galactic dimension or identity, let's say it, I'm one of the star mothers or connected to one of the star mothers in my identity, spiritual identity, to those of back in Lemuria. And that's why I'm carrying the codes, the frequencies to in my field to help reawakening others to their light language. And it might come out tonight. It might not come out tonight. It's nothing that I can do with intention. It's always something I am opening myself up and connected to. And then it comes as a transmission in tones, vibrations, movements. And sometimes I know intuitively what it means, and sometimes I don't know. But the recipient feels the energy. They feel like in their own system, in their own field, what it means to them and what the effect of them, of the light language has to them. So this is always very beautiful, very healing, very insightful, very strengthening. So there are a lot of benefits to be connected to the voice of your soul, because, and that's the most important thing, it's without any story. It's without any narrative. Because when I tell you, for example, the word hope or the word despair, you immediately bang in your mind have like a story connected to it, pictures connected to it, conditioning connected to it. And this makes like your own perception, your own healing, your own evolving, your own development, your own spiritual development, let's say, limited, because you are then refined by the narrative, by the stories that are connected to the words that you're saying. And with light language, it's only about the energy. It's not about understanding the words, because they are not linear. It's not a linear language like our languages in here on Earth. It's a language that comes out in like through letters in different tones. Like, for example, when you have Afrikaans, you have different tones in Afrikaans. So when you like go to Mandarin, you have different tones for one word, and these different tones mean different things. Then you have the language of the deaf, which is like more like sign language. So so the beauty of light language is that you are completely connected to the energy of it. And energy is what we are, and energy is what we feel. Energy is what like we are connected to, what drives us, and where we can also tune into our own wisdom, because our mind is limited. But when we tune into our wisdom and we have like the connection, the vertical connection to our higher self, to our soul, this is where we tap into a deep wisdom. You know, I'm sure all of you, I'm really sure all of you experienced moments where you just knew something was off, or where you just knew something is right, but your mind couldn't tell you why. You didn't have the rational arguments, but you just knew in your gut and your system that this is the way to go, or this is not the way to go. And this is what I'm talking about.
Oh,
So
that's perfect. Thank you so much. So we're looking forward.
you
So
are
does that mean that when we're busy with cards or when we're busy with items tonight, does that mean there might be a sneaky, sneaky, sneaky little bit of light language that comes through, or is that wishing for too much?
Beth, for you can never wish for too much. No, of course, this can come through. Of course, I'm opening myself to that, and sometimes I'm suppressing it when I feel no, the person is not ready to receive that, or
Oh,
won't like really be able to understand what's going on. And sometimes I can like really fully give in and fully talk. Yes. So
oh.
yeah,
So you
let's see.
never know if you
You
are
never know.
drawn for the lucky individuals that are in the chat tonight with the questions. You might get drawn to provide some sort of light language. Wow, that would be so nice. So
Yeah.
tonight I'm using an oracle deck. What are you using tonight, Selma?
I have actually also a very new deck that I just bought, and I feel like the energy of it is really great. It's like this one, Work Your Light, Oracle
Ooh.
cards. Yeah, it's
Oh,
this
that's
one.
lovely.
Yeah,
That's
and
beautiful.
it's very, very beautiful. The energy of it and the colors of it and the visuals and the art and the messages. It's really very beautiful. That's what I am using tonight.
Oh, that's good. And I've got my old trusted faithful, the one from South Africa. I've got a quartzite point, which is very, very raw and was picked, hand-picked. It's probably about, what am I thinking now? Oh, must be about 45 years ago, maybe even 50 years ago. Very old crystal, traveled with me all over the world. I think when I go through the airport and they look at this, you can just see them thinking, what is she carrying rocks with her for?
Yeah,
And the
strange
other,
lady, exactly.
yeah, it's like, what has she got? And then this one is just a cutie patootie. Look at that. That is a lovely little moss
Oh
agate.
wow. Is this black and white or what color is
No,
this?
it's green. Look,
Oh,
look.
nice.
So it's got like
That's
all the
beautiful.
little bits of moss and everything in it. It's just adorable little tiny point or pencil, I should
Wow.
say. It's a tiny one, but it's just diddums, and it's got a little bit of a druzy over there as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've got that one as well. It's helping to provide extra energy and doing what we need to make sure that everybody has a good show. So I do notice that there was some comments previously, and somebody was saying that when she'd gone to see her grandchild, that she wasn't able to perceive the energy field and wasn't able to perceive the soul of the baby. Now this is quite common. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when the baby arrives here, sometimes that energy hasn't fully formed and come into the body fully. So some of that energy is left half outside the body and half inside the body, as well as the soul too. It starts to vibrate. But then the next time she went to visit her grandchild, she could perceive the soul and was able to get through to the soul and see where this child had come from. So this is nothing to be worried about. This is perfectly normal. In some cases, in order for that energy to sit and land within the body and to have the dragon that comes within the body itself and brings the child's soul through the portal, which is the woman's womb, sometimes it takes a bit longer. So don't go worrying about it. To the person that put the question in the chat, that was an awesome question. I have never, in all my years, 40 years of doing this work, I've never been asked that question at all. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. It was a good one. So we're going to have a look and see whether we've got any questions. So please don't forget to put your QQQ in the chat. And I'm just going to have a look and see now, which is why I'm going to the side. Q, something big. Oh, this is not shy Sherlock. Oh no, that's a bad word. No, SH1T Sherlock. I think that is too funny. I like the way you've spelt it. It's just as bad as me. I spell it SH1T. That's the Irish way. Shite. So QQQ. Got a feeling something big is coming. Something big for the world. Not sure what. Just feel it'll be huge. maybe autumn time. So I'll kick off with that one, and then you, of course, someone, you give your words of wisdom on that too. I agree there's something. We did have about, it was about 3-4 weeks ago, we did have a level of disjoint that happened where the earth was wobbling and tilting, and it was off kilter for 20 hours. And during those 20 hours, all sorts of havoc reigned. And I think that we've got something similar happening, which is building now, because we can feel, a lot of us are able to feel, and those that are now just starting to wake up and awaken, they're getting this energetic vibration that's happening. And that's telling us, yes, I agree with you, no shit, Sherlock. Something is definitely coming. I think it could be either type of tsunami or a number of incremental earthquakes. That's possible as well. But it will be something that disrupts the grid of the world, which is going to be quite an interesting one. I don't think it's a cataclysmic. It's not a near extinction event. It's nothing like that. But what it is, it's going to disrupt us as human beings that are mainly made out of water. So I'll pass you over to Salma. Salma, what do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like big things are happening already, and like very compressed in the last months. And we see that almost daily. We see almost daily like catastrophes, actually, unfortunately. So I think the whole planet atmosphere is purging. We are in a purging process. And I believe that we haven't reached the peak yet of that. So for sure, something big is coming. But on the other side, and I think we had that similar question also last week, I believe that you might feel that also because you yourself are changing. And, change always comes with insecurity, always comes with like, okay, I'm not safe anymore. Something is strange. I'm not safe. I'm not safe in my body. I'm not safe in my field. I'm not safe here. So I would say try to ground yourself as much as you can in nature. Try to create safe moments. So moments where you feel safe inside of yourself, where you feel safe in your body, where you feel safe in your home. So that's very important to not give in to this energy, because what I feel is the fear, or the there is a purging, but there is also a sucking, if I could say that. And as if something like the bad is sucking the bad energy into it. So if you focus too much on, oh my God, there's something weird, there's something bad, oh my God, everything is falling, the whole world is exploding. Yeah, if you give too much to that, you are not only feeding it, but you're also putting your own field into that. And you have to understand that we are all not like that. What does awakening or mean, or evolving? It also means that our energy accelerates. So we are becoming more accelerated and also more amplifying. So you need to really be careful with where you put your intention, and how you and where you put your energy and how you use it, because it is getting accelerated and amplified.
Yes, it definitely is. I think that's a really good comment there, Salma. And thank you for the questions that are coming in now. And we've got some really interesting ones. Oh, there we go. Uber Fuba. Look at you there, Uber Fuba. And he says, I'm investigating a case. Can you see what you get from Vicky Hall 1999? That's a very interesting one. It's an unusual one to have as a question, I must admit. But certainly if it's something that you want to pose to the Remote Viewing Alliance, because we meet every Friday, you might be able to email me to remoteviewingalliance@gmail.com. But yes, the Vicky Hall energy is what I call a destabilizing energetics, and it also means that it is one of those that is very unstable, but also unstable for very specific reasons. And the very specific reasons are one that you would be able to either remote view and trace it back, or alternatively, it's a lot to do with her date of birth as well. So I think that's about other things that I'm picking up. Is not really for something to discuss here that I'm getting. So I know Salma's also in the remote viewing group. Is there anything that you pick up with this Vicky Hall 1999 that you might want to share?
No, I feel it's something like abuse related. So I wouldn't like to like go deeper into this.
Yeah, I think because it's a case and one that you're investigating, my dear Uberfuber, please get hold of us directly, Remote Viewing Alliance. And that goes for anyone actually who's in the chat or has got a case that they would like us to work on. Our preference is to work on missing children, but in some cases where the need is great, we would actually work on cases. So I hope that helps, Uberfuber. Let's go down to the next one. Oh, that's just a nice one to say hello. Hi. Oh, there we go. Hi, good evening. And I see some people are sending me messages and saying, this is, didn't we have IFR last week?
Yes.
We did have IFR.
Yes.
That's lovely.
Yes,
Welcome
and we
back.
answered the question. I remember, but I don't know which question. But we answered.
No, I don't think it was this one. So, but what I'll say
a different
quickly
question, of course.
before we go ahead with answering this one and pull some cards, etc. I just wanted to say for the scratchy voice, the reason I've got a scratchy voice is there's been lots of dust today because there's lots of boxes being packed and movement on the go and all sorts of things because I'm moving to my storage unit tomorrow and there's lots of stuff being moved. And unfortunately, with my chest the way it is, dust and me don't mix too well. So if I have a scratchy voice, sorry, everyone, it's just the way it is. But you know what they say? Sometimes a scratchy voice will lead to totally different change in voice later. So here's hoping. Right. So you go ahead, Salma, and you go ahead and do some cards. IFR, should I go back to school to get my master's in psych, or should I continue teaching? So you do yours first, and then, or if you want now, you want me to go first? I can go first.
Yeah, you can go first, but I also have.
I'd also like to know, what does IFR stand for?
I thought so.
What does IFR stand for? I don't know. Right, so, IFR, here we go. Wink. What does this say? Oh, I need my glasses. That's a bit stupid, isn't it? Can't read it without the glasses. Oh, this is a funny one. IFR. This says, who am I? To whom am I comparing myself right now? Ooh la la, there we go. So it says here, all that you need and all that you want is within you. So it says particularly, today, stop comparing and start creating. So this is quite an interesting one, is look at yourself differently, see yourself in a different way, because what you are needing to do is to bring out the part of you that needs to shine as a light. So the difference between psych and teaching, with this light in this card, I'll see, no, you can't see it, what's written there, but I'll put this one back on again. So what it's telling us is that maybe teaching provides more light than going back and learning Psych 1. So the cards on that side would say evaluate being in service and evaluate which side is going to give you more light. Where will you be more in service? And how would you be able to progress? Selma, what did you get, please?
Yeah, I got when I got immediately like the answer both, do both. And then I got this card for you from this one is like from the Pleiades. It's like about the Pleiades. I don't know if you like feel connected to that planet or to that folk. And it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So it's actually in line with what Beth is saying, that you need to focus more of what brings you into service. So I feel it's both, because teaching is also very important, what you teach. So you can use your teaching skills for the Psi part that you want to learn. So you can combine both and see how both feel for you. Okay, but definitely the goal is, how can I be of service? How can I really uplift humanity? And what is my gift? He definitely says channeling and uplifting humanity. So it means like you need to be much more connected to your inner wisdom, exactly also what Bev was saying. I
Oh,
hope
lovely.
this resonates with you.
And IFR, one thing I do want to add about teaching, teaching, you are looking after the new minds of the future. You are looking for our most precious, precious gift, which is our children. Our children are our future. No matter what planet you're from, no matter where you are in this world, the gift of the future is through our children. So what better way to shape those minds and to get those minds to move forward is through teaching. So have a think about it. The Masters in Psych, yes, I think it will be great. And in time, you will do a lot more. But at the moment, you're already in service and you're spreading light and by continuing to teach. I think maybe just change the way that you're perceiving the teaching. If that resonates with you, we've got our gongs out. Oh, yes, we've got our gongs.
Yes.
Where's your gong? Where's your gong? I've got mine.
My gong is behind the camera.
It's behind the camera. Okay. We have our gongs. Our gongs are there. So IFR, first main question of the night. Please let us know if that resonates with you. Thank you so much. Right, let's have a look. What else have we got here? Oh, this is just everyone saying hello. And then more hellos. You know why it is? Because I can't see the cute.
Oh, there was a question. There was a question.
I saw it. I got it.
This one there. Yeah. Oh, that's not an easy answer, LG.
This is LEG. Oh, how fabulous. Wow. Yeah, the flashbacks, I must admit, flashbacks are a real pain in the bottom.
Yeah.
They really are. So I know, Selma, you deal with trauma as well. So, and I'm dealing with a lot of trauma too. And it is very difficult. Ellie, I wanted to find out from you specifically, and this is a question directly to you. Do you know what is your trigger point reaction? So that is, do you freeze? Do you flight? So flight, and you just run away? Or do you fight? Or do you fawn? Do you just sort of go back and collapse and give in to whatever's happening? It's always very interesting to understand which one it is, because though each of those energies have got different energy signatures, and those energy signatures will then tell you. So if, for instance, my one, I'll share this with you, mine on complex PTSD has always been freeze. So if something is a trigger for me, which is usually for emergency services, so that is helicopter in the sky, ambulance, the usual fire engine, and then police car sirens. So there has to be all four for me to go into a trigger mode and not utilize all the other things I have in place. Then I'm triggered, then I just absolutely freeze. Can't move me, you can't change me, I don't hear you, I don't see you, I'm completely frozen to the spot. That is a very specific energy, and there's definitely energies to allow you to heal from those traumas, because immediately, when you know which one it is, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, those are the four, depending on which one it is, there's a different mechanism that you can use to stop the trauma, but also stop the flashbacks. Because what happens first is when you go into that and your trigger is there, immediately, within seconds, and I mean seconds, everyone, seconds, whatever it is, your mind is giving you the rundown, and it's giving you your own little movie in your head. And there's your flashbacks. So for you, Ellie, I would say let's try and find out which one of the four you are, so that I can give you a better idea on what to use. For those that are the freeze, like myself, when I realize that I'm starting to close in and I'm starting to get ready and I'm going to freeze like all hell, then I automatically get back to my pads of my thumbs, and I press my middle finger to my thumb together, and in my thumbs there is a very, very precious memory. And those precious memories, in order for me to stop the flashbacks from coming in my head of all the SH1T that I've had, I then push those together, like so much so that my fingers go red, pretty much like they're going now. And that stops the flashbacks. You can do this anyway. Anybody can do this. If you've got things that you don't want to see, or if you've got aspects of post-traumatic stress disorder that you want to just have something to help, then get your pads of your thumbs, think of something really, really positive, and then push them together. And in time, what will happen is when you push those two together and you want to remove those flashbacks or images, when you push them together very hard, that will then give you a totally new way. You'll see your happy memories and you won't see the flashbacks. And I'll pass you over to Selma. Selma, have you got any items for Ellie or to heal from trauma and stop flashbacks?
Yeah, what you can do is like the flashbacks are pictures in your mind, and this is how we actually think with pictures in our mind. So what you could do is like you can take a deep breath every time the flashbacks come. You can take a deep breath, and then you can, if you can do that, imagine the flashbacks rewinding, running backwards, and running backwards in a very slow motion. So you can, like, this is one idea. Another idea is like to try to make the pictures of the flashbacks black and white, for example. So like the opposite of how they appear in your mind. Make them, if they are very detailed, try to make it blurred. If they are very colorful, make it black and white. If it's very big, try to shrink it. So that could be one technique you could use to like minimize the effect on you. Okay, if you are able to do that. If not, then you do your breath. Okay, breathing is the key of everything, because it like no matter what kind of response you have, like Beth explained, it's always connected to the breath. So you go back and observe your breathing, because it's connected to your nerves, to your parasympathicus and your flight and fight mode or your freeze mode, everything. So it's all about putting your system into relaxation, putting a system back into safety, feeling safe in your own body. So that could be something I could I recommend for you to do. And also I feel that your inner little girl is screaming when you have the flashbacks. So like try to like how to say, like as if you are like when you have a little girl that's 2-3 years old, 4 or 5 years old, a little child, and you take her in your arms and you try like to soothe her. So this is what you need to do to yourself in that moment, soothing. So if you could do these 3 things together, that would be awesome. If only one thing, then start with breathing. If you can do the exercise in your head with the visuals for the black flashbacks, then do that. So I hope this helps.
That's perfect. Thank you, Selma. So, no shite, Sherlock. A tsunami makes sense with the planetary alignments. Yeah, it's a bit crazy out there. So we've got some feedback. So, wow.
Okay. What feedback?
There. The tsunami makes sense. Planetary alignments. There we go. So, there we go. And I had to, unfortunately,
because you were mentioning
mine was also behind the camera. Oops. Behind the
camera. You see?
Yeah, this is it. So I had to go and get it, and then I realized, oh my Lord, I've gone and put the. So sorry, guys. You would have just probably seen, me sitting on the chair. Not the best look, but hey ho. I had to get the gong. Can't not have a gong. Oh dear. Well, this is it. This is what happens live TV. Live stuff. Oh, that was a phone call.
Dude.
Yeah, that's so funny. Hey, dude. Yeah, okay.
They have fun in the chat. They have fun in the chat together.
Look at this little dog.
Oh, again a dog.
That's so cute. It looks like it's a pom-pom. Yeah, one of my very good friends who's no longer with us anymore, my best friend, actually.
Thank you, Aquana.
She had 3 poms, and she got the big C. And about 2 months before she passed, the two of her poms went, and the last one was with her right up until the end. On the same day that she passed, the last pom died. So yeah, they're all with her on the other side. Selma, what will be not fearful of all. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for the feedback. Yes,
Right,
que
what do
sera,
we
sera.
have? Denise
Hello, Denise.
and Jodie. Oh, here's Jodie, you're here. That's fantastic. Congratulations on your son's wedding. And I know it was amazing. Thank you for the videos. And of course, thank you for the first dance as well that you had with your son. Well done. So here we go. Jodie is saying, repetitive dream that you're always lost, as an example. Go to the loo and can't make it back to work. Wow. As an area, any insight? That's an unusual one, Jodie. That's like really off the wall. Thank you for that. Yeah, you do like posing unusual questions, and that's a very unusual one. So I don't know. I think with this one, I'm going to put a card on this anyway for Jodie, because I think Jodie needs another card. Just one, okay, just one, and then we'll get to the loo question. That's a really good one. So here we go, Jodie, and then someone will do a card as well for you. So here we go. We're just opening it up anywhere, and I'm not looking. And what have we got? Ooh, this is very you. This is very you, Jodie. You're not going to like this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it says, what do I resist feeling right now? Yeah, we know what this is about. So allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you no matter how long it lasts. Very true. Then release it back to the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy it. Sweet freedom within your soul. You have to feel in order to heal. And I know this is difficult for you, but yeah, the wedding's out the way now. So you have to allow yourself to feel, to heal. And whatever it is that's happening around you, in order to let go of the pain, we first have to honor its existence. So that's your first aspect, is to honor the fact there's certain areas of life that are a little bit painful right now. So emotions are like waves. Some are soft and some are fierce and some are layered and some will sweep you off your feet. Don't think any of this right now with your energies around you, Jodie. I don't think any of these are going to sweep you off your feet. They won't. But they're just a challenge. And I know you're a lady that likes a challenge, so just go with it. So when we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can release it, particularly that which no longer serves us. So that was for Jodie. And you can maybe leave a comment and let us know how that resonates with you. So Selma, for Jodie, please.
Yeah,
What have
I
you
got
got for her?
And so I got this one. I got this card.
Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Oh, I like that.
Beautiful card.
Yeah,
Beautiful
they are
card.
nice cards.
And it says, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sending the light, laying foundations. It's a divine plan. So what I got was, if you are actually in trust. For me, that word trust came with that card. Okay, are you trusting? What are you resisting?
Yeah.
What is it that you are not really taking in, and you are not really like accepting as truth, or accepting as possibility, or accepting as the way to go? You are not trusting. It's something that you are not really looking into, and yeah, it's the word trust. It's really trust, Jodie. Trust in circumstances, trust in yourself, and trust also in a divine plan, in a higher purpose. There are higher reasons why you're going through what you're going through right now, and what your circumstances are. So it's all about trust that I connect to this card.
Oh, that's lovely. The other thing was in that pink card, all the pink that's in that card. Did you say is that sort of Mother Mary, or is it?
No, it's the grandmother of Jesus,
the
Anna.
grandmother. That's interesting.
Anna.
So there we go. So Jodie, I know a wedding is only just happened, and the kids, it's like really recent. But this is also a grandmother energy, and it's a grandmother card. So I, as a grandmother myself, I wish, Jodie, for you to be a granny too. So there it is. If that resonates with you, Jodie, just
give us
send us a note, and then we can do a bing bong, which will be nice. Nice to see you here. And hi to all the farmers out there that are feeding the nation in America. Because you know the saying, don't you, Osama?
Hello from Michigan. Hello.
Michigan. Ooh.
Hello.
And what else have we got? Oops,
Oops, I meant to say light work.
light
Okay.
work. And she still spelled it wrong.
That's
so
not heavy work. It's light work.
It is. Oh, dear. That was funny. I wanted to say one of the funniest things that I've ever heard, and when I thought about it, being from ex-farming stock myself, one of my beautiful clients said to me, she's got it. I think she said she's got a tattoo or something. I think it's on her arm or somewhere. But I just loved it because she was wearing the farmer's T-shirt with the name of the farm on it and everything. And she said to me, she said, let's not forget, we're both farming stock. On the 8th day, God made farmers. And I just crashed. It was so cute. No, never mind the 7 days. On day 8, God created farmers. Oh, my agony aunt. I just thought it was so brilliant. I really did. So we've got another comment here. Where was it now? Are the inner earth beings communicating more? Put your glasses on, Rhodes, for God's sake. Okay, more often now with us. Yes, they are. Absolutely, they are, for sure. They are. That is what they're doing. And you're finding a lot of them are sort of the inner earth beings. We're seeing them a lot sort of in the drier regions in America, and some of the drier regions down in Australia, and in some cases the upper plateaus of sort of Russia, and I think there's another very, very long, wide plateau as well with lots of mountains in it. Tibet, definitely they're seeing a lot more resurgence of light beings, and they've even sent some interesting videos of those that have been outside and then levitating, but they're very, very shiny beings. We're getting those as well, totally from inner earth. I must admit, the last time I saw the end beings was, oh gosh, that was a while ago. That was maybe, I'm trying to think now, 2 years ago. There was an end being that I saw, and then participated, went to the inner earth area. Only ever done it once, never did it again, which is sad because the Ant King then passed away, and I think that they were moved from this planet to another planet, which is fine. And you, Summer, you got any comments about WB?
Yeah. Ndara eya ngara uronte ndaranda hiya unda. So what I got was that they communicate with those who are of pure heart and those who would like to be in contact. So I mean, like, they have been communicating with us humans and non-humans since a long time, but now they are open to like communicate with those of pure heart and those who are really curious and really like want to like the connection and want to get into communication out of like an altruistic motive, not out of like an egoistic motive.
Mm-hmm.
So you can call upon them if this is what you want.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. Yes, the inner beings are coming about, and there's a lot of changes. We've got some very nice little pink hands, which is very cute. And that's that little dog again. Oh my goodness, there it is. Just too cute.
So the dog, yeah. How many dogs do we have? One.
At the moment, I can't see any others, but I will go have a look, see. Oh, going. Sun Chris, that's interesting. Q. Will someone type the remote viewing link or say it again? Okay, I guess that's me.
Okay.
So it's Remote Viewing Alliance at gmail.com. And that is the one for the Fridays session, which is different times, obviously, throughout the world. But I think in America, we meet here in UK 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock, and I think America, it's sometime, depending on which coast you're on, it's in the afternoon. But yes, you're very welcome. So I'll say it again. In fact, what I'll do is I will type it in the chat quickly, and then you've got the email. But yes, if you want to be included, we're starting a new case. No, we won't be starting next week. It'll be the week after. So it will be towards the middle of August. We'll be starting a new case because we just finished a case. We just finished a case actually today, the one that we started working on 2 weeks ago with our client called Corey. He's got hold of me today, and they've managed to find the person which is in a place called, yeah, I know, Jacksonville.
Wow, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They found her.
Yeah, they found her. He didn't say what condition. He didn't
Yeah, exactly.
say.
Just wanted to
And
ask.
I thought, you know how it is. I don't press them. So,
Awesome.
but they found her. So I just said to him, if he gets a chance,
That's
everything that we sent through and what Ellie sent through, what you sent through, what Linus sent through, and everybody else sent through, can they just
awesome.
tell us later, not straight away, they're busy, but if they can just tell us what was right, what was wrong, what wasn't
Yeah,
right, just so that I can
it's
give the
awesome.
feedback to the group.
Oh my
So
God, this is so beautiful. I could cry.
yeah, we're very happy. And there was another young girl, very young girl, even younger than her, called Emily, and they think that they might have a lead on her. So that was someone that we weren't working on that one.
Yes,
They do
exactly.
have a lead on her as well. So we
Mm.
might get two instead of one, which would be great. But yeah, she has been found in the place called Jacksonville. Not that I know where that is. So remember we said that they were going to get her out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they got her out. They
Oh
got
my
her.
God, this is
Yep.
so beautiful.
Yep. So there we go. Oh, QQQ. I constantly dream of my daughter's father, high sky spirit designer of beautiful tarot and oracle cards and awesome, awesome artwork. I constantly dream of my daughter's father and wake up sad. Oh, wow. Even though we split nearly 20 years ago, any guidance on what that means? Now, that's a very interesting comment. A lot of people do have this definite connection to the seed father of their children, and sometimes it means that you are directly connecting to the previous soul connections in a past life. And this also, there's a term that I mentioned today to a couple of my clients that neither of them had said they'd heard this before. So this is called a karma bleed through. So when something bleeds through karmically, it means that there's something where you can wake up sad, or you have a situation where that energy is coming through and then comes out of the heart chakra area. And that's called a karmic bleed through, or it could be even a karmic trauma bleed through. So I think, in my view, Sky Spirit, I think that constantly dreaming of your daughter's father and waking up sad is a karmic bleed through from him. Because even though you split 20 years ago, he's still the seed father. So that means that there's that soul level connection. And this is where the traumas come in. So there must be something unresolved in the trauma, maybe a trip to the Akashic records, or maybe, doing some light language or sealing it and removing that. That would be good. I'm going to pass you over to Selma, because maybe, Selma, you've got some other guidance on that too.
Yeah, I felt that there are words unspoken between both of you. There's something that you haven't told him. There are some things that you haven't communicated, explained. And since we are now in times where everything comes to the surface, and even I don't want to say like cliche, our own shadow. What I mean more is like everything that could confine us, contract our energy, needs to be transformed. Like anything that is not pure or not resolved, it needs to be transformed. And what I'm getting with you is like there are some words, there are things that you have never told him, and this is coming up in you right now. Does that resonate with you, Sky? Please let us know.
Yes, tell us, because we've got our gongs and we'd be very interested. But yeah, I do think that this is a karmic bleed through where it's coming through, which is I was surprised when a couple of my clients today said they didn't know what the bleed through was. I thought, oh, I better explain, which means I better explain it here, because it means that other people wouldn't have known either. So thank you for the question, Sky. Oh, cute, another
Hello.
doggy.
Oh, another dog.
Doggy.
Ah,
I'm so lucky. And now
hello, cat.
there we go. Nancy Ray. Hi, Nancy Ray. Hello, ladies. Hello. I was curious of your definition of an old soul. What if you had had many incarnations but still haven't learned the lessons from your experiences? That's an awesome question. Thank you, Nancy Ray. I'm going to pass it over straight to Selma, and then I will take this question afterwards, if you don't mind, Selma, because I'm sure you've got lots that you can say.
Yeah, and the definition of an old soul, let's talk about how you can recognize an old soul. An old soul comes usually with a lot of wisdom, a lot of inherited wisdom. So you find like children who are 10 or 15 years old, and like they answer you like it answers in a depth where you think like, oh my God, how do they know, or how come she has such wisdom? So they come with really inherent deep wisdom. They also very often come with a bit of heaviness because of they have experienced a lot of lives, and a lot of different energetic packages that they have taken on, and especially those who haven't learned their lessons, their package, you could imagine, is even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is how you can recognize an old soul. And this is how I would also define an old soul, an old soul that has had many lifetimes, has had many experiences, a lot of emotional, energetic package, and a very inherited deep wisdom. They just really know, and they know things more than other people have. And old souls are also those where you feel like they're kind of saturated by this world. Like young souls, it's like, oh, they want to go out and flip here and there and here and there. And even when they're 60, they have this kind of almost immature way of meeting life. But old souls, you feel like they have a very settled, more mature energy to them. Yeah.
I think that's
this.
a good review.
Mm.
It's a good review. Also, I think that particularly where we say that individuals haven't learned the lesson, there are many souls that keep showing up. They keep on coming and they keep on returning. Usually you'll find that these are the old souls. They don't always mean that they need to do the same lessons over and over again. They're two different things. Some old souls are just here because they have one or two last karmic packages that they need to finalize, and then they can be free and go. Sometimes they're like a numerology number 9. Occasionally you'll get some of the master numbers 11, 22, 33 that have done really well, and they're just moving forward and going forward and saying, right, this is it, guys. I'm off after this one. That's it. I'm done here. If you haven't learned all of your lessons, it's a very good opportunity sometimes to go to someone to do some past life regression, or alternatively, have a look at the past life. Understand, what did I need to learn? And then show up to get that lesson cleared, because we're all here to learn. We're all here to grow our souls. We're all here to make sure where we can be more consistent in our lives, where we can have our soulful goals and start moving forward with them. And if necessary, if you're still confused, then get yourself a soul plan done, because a soul plan will tell you what are your challenges, what do you need to be working on, what are the mental issues, and more importantly, even if you do like a matrix plan, where there's a lot of very good matrix therapists out there and people that will put the whole matrix together based on I think it's your first name and your last name and your date of birth. With the matrix, you'll be able to understand exactly what were the key lessons. So if you're not sure about what are your lessons, have you learned your lessons, and what are your experiences, and how does that all merge and tie back together, then go and get some help and find out what is your soul doing, how can you change it, and how can you go forward. Because I always believe that forewarned is forearmed, which means you can understand, what do I need to be looking at right now? What are my contracts? And if you know that there's a contract that's coming to an end, and you know that that's going to be finalized, then you can start planning forward. But if you're going through life not knowing what the soul needs to know, needs to learn, and needs to progress in order to grow, then it's quite a difficult path. It makes it twice as hard as it is in just daily life. So Nancy Ray, I hope that Selma and I have answered that question for you. It was a good question, by the way. It was a good question.
Absolutely.
There goes that crystal. It decided to jump off my random dream last night where people. Oh, what does this sound like?
Bowl cut
Selma?
hairstyles,
Bowl cut hairstyles.
like
That it's
in the 40s.
no, it's like in the RV. Do you remember we were working on that case? We were working on that case for 5 weeks, where there was the American First Nation individuals' children. Do you remember?
Yes.
And
I remember.
and we had some individuals that said that there was a bowl that was placed on the head of these children, and they just basically they used like sheep shears or something like that just to, and then they just took the hair and they were
To cut the hair.
cutting it. Do you remember? That is very interesting, Lulabelle, that you are dreaming about the people that had the bowl cut hairstyles. That just jumped straight into my mind, because one of the photographs that we were looking at that had been provided to us was the I think it was the Mohawk or Mush Hall residential school in Canada. Do you remember? And that was all those little children, boys and girls, that they had taken and they put onto their heads a bowl, and they literally just cut around the bowl, and just quite short, boys and girls. So they didn't leave the girls' hairs long. They just cut everything off at the same level and dressed them all exactly the same. So really cruel environment. But I think that it's very interesting that Lulabelle has picked up in the consciousness what we've been working on a few weeks ago. That is very interesting. That's what I think you're tuning into and tapping into, Lulabelle. I think you're tapping into this big case that we were working on, where we were looking for the remains of these beautiful children that unfortunately were cut down in the prime of their lives and then put into either a shallow grave or into a place that they couldn't be found. And they all had these, what they call pudding bowl hairstyles. I think that's what you're tuning into. And Selma, what do you think?
Yeah, I took a card for you, Lulabelle, and what I got is Lemuria, changing heaven, creating heaven on earth. It's happening.
Yeah. Oh, that's
okay.
Beautiful.
So what I felt in this was, I think you have a gift here, Lulabelle. I think you have a gift of directing your dreams, directing your energy in your dreams. So that, for example, if you like dream, or even if it's an astral travel, that you can like do that with the intention of healing. That like whenever you experience something weird or something like that doesn't feel right, you could like have the intention of, okay, with my energy I make it right in whatever way it needs to be right. For example, that's what I got for you. So does that resonate with you? Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Change. Does that resonate with you?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one for Lulabelle. Thank you, Lulabelle. Let's go to see what the next one is. Oh, that's Denise. Denise Daly. Hello. And then there's Denise. And I just work my way through all of them.
Until you find a QQQ.
Until I find a QQQ. Oh, look.
Yes, super. Yes, a gong.
Come, a gong. Here we go. Wow.
Beautiful.
So thank you, Uber. We will be looking forward to chatting to you and getting a taste from you. Right, what else have we got? Can you give me an idea or tell me if I'm a starseed, and if which beings are my star family, please? So this is just a quick heads up, everybody. We might have to give this one over for next week, but I'm going to ask Selma on this one. Next week on the show, I know everybody was wanting to know who was going to come on the show. We did have Chris that was going to join us today with Selma, but Chris is hopefully going to join us a bit later after 10 o'clock if we're lucky. And he had a shop in London and he did all sorts of amazing things. So hopefully he will come and join us today. But next week, next Saturday, we will have today is the pink lady herself, Azria, will be coming on the show. And anything starseed, anything alien, anything similar to that, you'll be able to ask her all sorts of amazing questions. So I'm going to give this one to Salma, but also if you've got these types of questions, please remember to ask Azria next Saturday when we're back again. So Salma, what would you like to say about this, please?
Well, I took a card for you, or like this card actually jumped out, and it says deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Okay, this is the card that jumped out for you.
Wow.
So what it means for me is it might not be the time for you to know now. It might not be the right information for you now, because what you need to know first is you need to know yourself first. You need to know, like, who are you in this physical realm as this physical being first, before you go and like connect to like the off world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't know. I'm just saying like what this card means, like what the energy of the card that I'm getting in connection to your question. So it might be like when you ask next week that you get an answer. It might also that you don't get the right answer, or that you don't get an answer for you, because it might not be the right time for you to know it now. You need to like balance yourself first. You need to ground yourself first in your human existence, so that you are like solid enough and strong enough and grounded enough to be able to deal with that kind of energy that you then will be connected to. I hope this resonates with you, and let me know if what you think about that. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's very good. Yes, that's excellent. So also what we had said, we were going to do a piece of work with Ron, and Ron is going to go on to a ghost hunt later on. So he was saying that he would pop onto the show a bit later on and explain where he's going, what he's doing, and we can follow him later on once the Psychic Saturday is done.
Yeah, I saw a video of Ron a couple of days ago where he actually filmed like him in the night with an incident of like like, let's say, non-physical being. That was quite interesting.
It was very good. Yes, he sent me the video and said, "What do you think of this? What do you think of this?"
Yes,
And I
like,
said,
wow.
wow, that's awesome. Yes, he had some of the rod beings, which was really good. So let me see if I can find a QQQ, and then what I'll do is I will also send a link to Ron a bit later on. So I need to get a pen. So do you want to pull a card for Alma
Yeah.
Mara, please, so that we can have a look? I think I found a pen.
So jumped out right ahead.
Wow, you got a lot of jumping cards tonight.
Yeah, yes. So what I got is like, align your life, what is not aligned or needs to change. So you need to ask yourself, what is not aligned and needs to change for you? And that does not mean that your life is upside down. You know, alignment can also mean like, where am I putting my energy? You know, like, am I putting my energy for like the purpose I'm here for, my mission, for what I want to create? Or am I like putting my energy into two opposite directions? For example, today I have hope, and like, I'm convinced I can do this task, and tomorrow it's like, oh no, I don't think I can do it. So I'm like heading to the opposite direction. You know what I mean? So there is kind of like an alignment of your energy that you need to create, and that you need to get. Like, I feel it's more like the alignment of your energy to really focus your energy of what you want to create. And this is what this card says for you.
Oh, I
Let
think
us know
that's brilliant.
if this resonates.
I think that's brilliant. And also, it's a great card to resonate with as well, because there's so much really great energy around that. So, Alma, I quickly worked it out for you. And it looks like you've got that level 3. So, the level 3 aspect is key, because in the numerology, you've got the triangulation. So that's the one at the top, 1, 2, and 3, which means you can do a lot of communication. You can move things forward. You can decide to change your life significantly. 1965 means also that the biggest date for you to move and change is years exactly in the same cycle as a 3 cycle. So 1965 to 2025 is when your changes happen. So you would have just gone through a birthday. You're still in the 2 months period after birthday. So this year, this year is a year of huge change for you. So whatever you decide to perceive and whatever it is that you decide to move forward with, that is something that you can do this year. 30th of June, Pinnacle. So that's the 3. The top is 30th of June. And you've got the 2 months before the birthday going up to the 30th of June. And then after the 30th of June, you'll get the 2 months going down. So you've got June, July, and August. So by the end of August, the 30th of August, all of those changes can start to become obvious. The new path kicks in. So basically, 1st of September, watch out world, here we come. And Alma, I hope that resonates with you, because I'm pretty sure you would have seen a lot of changes already.
Watch out, world. Here we
World.
come. Yay.
Love it, love it,
Like
love
that.
it. Oh, IFR, inflow of Reiki. Oh, bless.
Oh,
well,
that is what?
Thank you, IFR.
A gong.
No. There we go. Yay. So that's good. I still want to know what IFR stands for.
Okay, let's guess.
No, I'm not gonna guess.
No.
Oh, well said. Uberfuber, thank you, Uberfuber. Thank you so much. And
Yes.
let's see. I'm still looking for a QQQ.
That's a cat. That was a cat.
It was a cat. Yeah, I think it was a hairless cat. Let me have a look. Oh, I'm late. Hello, Gina Dean. Love to you. Good to see you here. Yep, that is a cat. Oh, look at the little face. Little face. They're very cute. Wow, from one cat to another. What can I say? Here's Wenshi in Norway. I hope everything's good for you in Norway there. Do I have more abilities than I think? My answer to that would be yes, you probably do, because a lot of people right now, with the awakening and with things changing the way that they are, there's so many more amazing gifts where the DNA is switched on and are coming online. It's something that you can do very easily. So yes, you do. Did you want to pull a card for Wench?
I actually have a message for her.
Oh, good. Go for it.
Itara darama eya kata dorima derana uwe utana arondumya uwe arama ingara uwe. So you have more abilities than you think, and what you have when you have the ability to what it says was that you have the ability to feel into someone, that you can feel into a person's field. Like as soon as you touch them, for example, you touch the hand and you connect to them, that you can like send out really beautiful vibes, love. People feel safe with you. People feel like you have something very soothing. So this is actually the gift that you have, or one of the gifts that you have. Let me know if that resonates with you. That was the message for you.
Oh, that's really lovely. And lots of people have been so lucky and had light language. Oh my goodness. I hope you're blessed in Norway. And we love all the pictures of the dogs and the cats, because we're dog and cat people.
That's a dog again. Yeah.
Nice. With a little red.
With a little red.
Oh, cute. That's so cute. I love it, love it, love it. And there's Charles. And let's have a look what else we got. Right, Bev, I've been listening to that song loads lately. Yes, that's very true. I believe children are our future. Absolutely, because they are our future. Because that is what any planet, no matter what system it's in, and funnily enough, all of the transmissions and all of the downloads, they all talk about investing in our children, investing in our future. We should be doing that. So yes, Phoenix Blue, love it that you've been listening to the song, I Believe the Children Are Our Future. And funny enough, that's one of, I think it's one of Dionne Warwick sang it as well, which I used to sing years ago when I was very young. I used to do these different songs in nightclubs and all that nonsense with the band. I know, who knew? And this is what Phoenix is saying. You got any comment there, Selma?
Yes, I totally agree. Of course, I mean, like we have been also children, and now we are like, you know, the future of like 40 years ago, or like with me, of course, 20 years ago only, you know. So no, of course, yes, definitely, I agree. Yeah.
So Denise Menace is asking about the questions, which is, and it's a very valid one, and I'll explain it here. QQQ, are there questions you don't bring up because they're too controversial or can get the channel either censored, shadow banned, or get a strike? And I suspect I've asked some of those ones, yes. So yes, I'm afraid if there's some that we see and they're like, oh, they're a bit, then and we know that we can't skirt around the topic too much so that the algorithm doesn't come up and say, because they'll just take the whole show off, which means that whatever we've been ever giving and offering as far as advice or guidance or just having fun, because it's for entertainment purposes only, it means that it just disappears and we're not allowed to load it again. So yes, Denise, it's exactly what happens if it is too, because I mean the YouTube algorithm, there's certain things that there's some things that they're very, very strict about, and if you say them like 2 or 3 times, that's it, you're gonna. So we try to play nicely in the sandbox. But I think at some point we'll do some live on Patreon and some of the other channels, and maybe even we've been doing some tests on Discord. So come and join us on Discord. I've actually got, Ron's very kindly and all the mods have created a very special, I don't know whether it's called a studio or a sandbox or something. I don't know the techie stuff, but I know on Discord there's a place that I can go, like an officey thing, a place I can go on Discord and have a nice, open and honest discussion. So if anybody knows what the Discord link is, please put it in the chat, because I don't know the Discord link, but do it anyway. And then if you want to come and join me there, then we can have these controversial discussions, because we can't have them here. So thank you for understanding, Denise. That's really good, actually. It was a good question. What else? Selma, get your gong.
Get your gong. I have it, Aquana, there. You're...
No, you know what? I think that's meant to be a funny. Selma, get your gong. Selma, get your gun. That used to be a movie. Oh God, now I'm aging myself.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was. I think it was like, it was in the same genre of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. I am now aging myself.
I don't even know this one.
You're way too young for that. But yeah, I think, Selma, get your gun. It says Selma, get your gun. It was a movie called Get Your Gun, and that's why it's a Get Your Gong.
Okay.
Whether that was intentional or not, I don't know, but it's an age thing.
For sure.
I remember the movie, and I also remember Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which was a lot of dancing. It's the only movie with lots and lots and lots of music in it that I would even consider watching, because I don't do musicals. Not at all. No. Mind you, the other one that do is, what is that one called? The one with his fangs? Yeah. It had a pair of lips. I can't even remember what it was called. Had a pair of lips.
A movie or what?
No, it was I don't know, it was a movie, then a stage show, and then did a whole bunch of, I can't remember. I'll think of it. I will think of it. I will. It wasn't lipstick, it was something else. Yeah, it was one of those. It had lips, big red lips. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous that I can't remember that. You know, old age creeps up.
Marilyn Monroe? Big red lips.
That's thinking out the box. It's not lipstick. What is it called? Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Rocky show?
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Well done. You did it.
Rocky.
Yes, it's that one. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's in Spanish? What?
Oh, wow. Look at this. Agent Orange. Beverly, they recently
In
uploaded a
Spanish?
video on Double O. Oh my goodness.
Ah.
You know the killer.
Yes,
Double O,
that
the
we did.
horrible,
That we
horrible.
did today,
60
together, I
people-
mean.
Yeah, 60 people were taken out. It's in Spanish, but wild. So we have another show that we do on Wednesday where we look at serial killers, and it's called True Crime with a Twist, because we look at things like the background, we look at the energetics, we look at the astrology charts, we look at numerology, but we also have a look with our demon hunters. So we have about 4 or 5 resident demon hunters. So we've got Kate, who's a demon hunter, Aquana, who specializes in American Native First Nation. Yeah, that's right, First Nation. And then we have got Anna Marie, and then we've got Chris, who's in Australia. So there's a number of them around the world. And then we have yourself, Summer, and we've got about 3 or 4 other people that look at what is happening in the body of the individual. And we do that every Wednesday night, and we do it quite late. EST, it's early. It's 5 until 7. And UK time, it is 10 until 12, I think it is. So catch it on a Wednesday. It's true crime with a twist. And some of them are very interesting because we look at things that you wouldn't normally think of. And that's why Agent Orange, who was with us last week and was watching about the Double O, which he's one of the killers. So thank you, Agent Orange. That's really good, but it's in Spanish. So unless they've got subtitles or something, but thank you for that. Charles, I don't know what that is. And high heels.
Oh, yes, high heels.
Here we go.
Of course. You need to have a high heels little like gimmick, or like not gimmick, how do you say, like mascot, high heels mascot. We need to get a high heels mascot for the show.
A mascot? Oh, my Lord. Yeah, and I best not go falling out of high heels again. That was too funny when I did that. Here's Tammy. I want to let everyone know I'm chatting on mic, and I'm chatting on the mic, and it's challenging. Yes, it is very challenging. You're right there. There is Deanne Daly. Very nice too. Let's have a look. Go further down. I'm doing it.
Yes, it's great today.
Yeah, it's lots of fun.
Touch wood. Where's the wood?
Touch wood, yes. Yeah. And we've got Phoenix Blue again. My question was further back near the beginning.
Near the beginning. Please have to scroll up.
I have to scroll up. Okay, let's have a look. I'll keep doing this one. Yeah, I know. We're having lots of fun today. I will say I've heard from Chris. He's just. Where do you see that? Where do you see that?
No, I did it because we did it last time. Yes, we can.
The Yes We Can. Oh God, do you remember? Yes, that was the video. What was the video that we got that from?
You can do it. I can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Yes, go on, show the muscles. Yeah, you can do it. I remember that was. We must carry on doing that. That was high energy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I have absolutely zero muscles. It's too funny for words. Yes, Boo, please hit the like button and share and do whatever else you guys do. I think Cheyenne Blue has sent us something. Yes, there's Cheyenne Blue. There's the lovely Cheyenne Blue with her blue hair. How are you both? Yes, we're actually good. And I think we can do it because we can. So, and how are you, Cheyenne Blue? You've got so many challenges in your life sometimes. So the blue hair makes you a happy bunny. And I love the blue heart things as well. I think that's great. So, yeah. And for you, Selma, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm always great when I'm here with you guys and answering your questions and even like watching you. Like I'm good. Good. Yeah. Was very hot today here in Germany. So
and here I'm actually I don't sweat, which is quite funny. And I must admit I was getting a bit hot in my office today in the studio because of course there's the screen and another screen. It's and how is your new machine working out for you? Is it doing what it should do after all the nonsense with the mouse?
Absolutely.
It's fixed
very
now.
Well. Yes, absolutely.
Good. I'm pleased. Just explain to the viewers and the listeners and those in the chat about this ridiculous new technology with this mouse thing, because that was super weird. If you get a new thing, you will think that it's possessed because this mouse was doing its own little thing. Why is it doing that? What's the situation?
Yeah, because there was a click on. There's a new technologies, like, every computer is different, but this technology here was like that the mouse moves with your head and also with your eyes. And I didn't know that, so it took me a while.
Did you switch it off?
Until I
thank goodness.
I was able to find out. Yeah.
Well, I'm so pleased because every time you moved your head, it was like
exactly, it was doing really strange things.
It was very weird. And I thought, oh my God, I've never had to do a removal of a possession on a computer before, but there's always a first time. Yes.
Yes. You can do it.
Right, you do. Could you do something for tomorrow, please? Don't worry,
ladies.
So
what is the question? I feel it's time to move on from my current job. Will I be able to transition into work as a healer soon? Like less than a year?
Do you want to take the first one, and then I will do cards from this one?
Okay, so it's time to. So I see if it's time for her to move from her current job. Okay, the card for Tamara. Okay, that's a very clear.
What happened there?
No is new. That's a very clear answer. No.
Wow.
So no for the first part, not for the second part. No, for the first part. It says no, wait, postpone, pause, say no.
Oh.
But that does not mean that you cannot pursue the work as a healer on the side. In fact, a lot of people do that. A lot of people maybe like reduce their work hours so they can like learn or study, or if you are actually beyond that, like start establishing themselves in that regard as a healer. So I definitely support you of being a healer, because we definitely need more light workers and switched on people. And I always say we need switched on bus drivers, we need switched on hairdressers, we need switched on managers. We need more people who are switched on, who are like, or even have the healing capabilities and their abilities that they actually like put into their work that they are doing in the corporate, for example. So but with you is like, it very clearly says no, wait, postpone. But that does not mean that you cannot start pursuing the second part.
I think that's a good one. So tomorrow I'm going to quickly just anyone here and just going to take it out and let's have a look. Oh, this is a very nice one. Look, Tamara, I will hold it up so that you can take a quick snapshot.
I focused on what I want most.
Yes, and it says, am I focused on what I want most? So this is just reminding you, Tamara, to go ahead and focus on exactly what you want. So not necessarily right time right now to move from your current job. Keep that transition. So it does say, and I'll need glasses for this, sorry guys, is you need to be able to achieve what you truly want. Is you just need to direct your focus, concentrate on your power. Do not just dabble your way through life. Decide and master everything that you want in particular. So the bottom, today's soul action says at the bottom over here, under the feather, it says, what you focus on will grow. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments and prioritize? So this one is telling you to prioritize tomorrow. Priority. Look at that. Yes, you'll be able to transition to work as a healer, but I think in order to make it for this year, in less than a year, you need to be able to get the groundwork and understand more particularly, where is your business going to come from? What is your brand value? What is your vision for your business? And how will you get your business out there in order to be able to replace your income? So the reason why I'm asking you those questions is because you have your current job, you have an income coming in at the moment. Rather to find a way to adjust the work that you're doing so that if you know that in your diary, through all the meetings and everything that you're doing, that you can steal about an hour to half an hour or take a little bit of a longer lunch break. Use that time then to start planning your healing business and decide where would your business be coming from. What do you need to do in order to make sure that healing business comes in? And more importantly, Tamara, what is your unique selling point? What are you unique about in your personality and your type of healing? So in Selma's case, Selma is a light language light mother. She does all the light language items, and that also can be attuned for healing and healing in things like post-traumatic stress disorder and trauma responses, that sort of stuff. Or there are others out there that do, ceremonial and sacred fires, and they just take in requests to send out and to clear things like clear the land, or clear a house, or clear a family of some really bad negative ancestral stuff. That's what they do. That's the healing that they do. It's all different types. So what is it, Tamara? What type of healing is it that you would be able to do, and how would you get that out to the market? And once you've got that right and you start doing some test cases, so do a test day of a weekend or something, maybe go and do some work at one of these big festivals and see how that works. Once you're able to do that, you will find that that transition will be very easy. You'll be able to give up your current job and you'll be able to move into your healing full time. I hope that helps, and I hope you like the card too. Then give us some feedback because we want to do the gong. Ziva, this is very nice. Oh, you've given all of the links. Oh, thank you so much. That's such a good one because I'm pants at that. Yes, pants is a thing for all of you in America and Norway. It means I'm not that good at it. That's what it means. Like technology, I'm pants at it. So yeah. What have we got? That's even. Let's have a look. I wish this was a bit bigger. I don't know how to make it bigger, so there we go. I think I might have found another question. Found one. Coffee dogs and spirit rods. Oh, what an awesome name. Wow. Can I get a message from my guides? Ooh. I am still feeling stuck and I'm hearing a soft voice in my left ear. Only heard it once. Oh, and you're seeing shadows. So they're around. I'm going to ask Salma. Salma, do you, for coffee dogs and spirit rods, I love that name, do you have anything that's coming through? And then I will also have a quick check and see if I've got anything. So over to you.
Yeah, I need to tune into this one.
It's a nice one. It's a very good one, actually. So while you are busy,
okay, I think what did you get not fearful, but like kind of like how to say surprised when you heard that voice? So I feel like hearing that soft voice in your left ear or like message from your guides. Is it something that you are like that you fear, or like you are surprised when something like this comes? So they're actually taking it very slowly with you. This is what I'm getting for you. It's like like not that you are ready, but it's like more like if they would show up in full in full energy, you would really like run away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. So that's why you're getting it very like gradually and very bit by bit. I'll also pull a card for you. Let's see. Opala, there's one already.
They're jumping out of the pack tonight.
Yeah. That's very. It's like I think it's the energy of this deck. It's really good. So what I got is like Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Deviation, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. That's what I got.
Oh, it's beautiful. Gosh, I like that pack. Can you hold up the box so that everybody can see what it is? Because that is just, and it's got this iridescence. It's shiny, shiny.
Yeah. It's really the energy of that deck is really big. So coffee, dogs, and spirit rods. What it says to me is like I think like, no, I think I feel like what it says to me. I don't know why I'm having difficulties connecting to that, or connecting to you. Um, you need to expose yourself more to spiritual circles, more to like spiritual topics, spiritual gatherings, spiritual um, activities where you lighten up, or like loosen up your energy. I think your energy is a bit too stuck. For example, join a drum circle. Drum circle is like, will you lose up your energetic field, will lose up your energy. I think this is what it says. And also with the card, it's like, because when you join circles, and when you are like in a sisterhood or brotherhood, or like in any kind of circle, even mixed,
Exactly.
it loosens up your energetic field and your receptivity. I think your energy is too stuck. I think this is what it is. That's what I think, what I'm getting. Let
I
us
think
know.
that's a good one.
Let us know if this resonates with you, please.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to say, coffee dogs and spirit rods. You said there, I'm still feeling stuck, and I'm hearing a soft voice in my left ear. Now, for those of you that are not aware, when spirit and guide and all of these messages come through, because the heart is situated on the left, they actually always, no matter where they come from, they don't just plop in through your head, through the top chakra. They come through the left side. So it is very probable that the soft voice that you're hearing in the left ear is with them coming and moving through and saying something. It's a it's that sort of thing. And you will get that, either that funny blow sound where there's something being impressed upon your mind, upon your own spirit, and then you get that coming through into the side, and it's very definitely there, and it comes into the left ear, and then they start impressing themselves upon the left. I will say, coffee dogs and spirit rods, I think they're a lot closer than you realize. The one thing that's key, and that is, have you given them permission? That's a big thing. Because a lot of the workshops that I do, people say to me, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, etc. But have you actually said to them, yes, I give you permission to come through to me. Yes, I give you permission to make yourself known. Before you start looking at and saying, oh, I'm not hearing from them and I feel stuck and I'm hearing bits and pieces, but not all of it. Give them permission. It's almost like, saying, well, you're standing by your fence at your house and people are walking past, but you're not open for them to talk to you. Well, if you stand by the gate and say, well, anybody want to talk to me? They will come and talk to you. So allow yourself to be a little more open and allow the guides to come through. I know you said I'm seeing shadow movements as well as what it says at the bottom. Yes, the shadow movements that you are seeing is the shadow movements where they're walking behind you. They're making themselves more known. I think the next step would be give them permission to talk to you. That's the first part. And then that stuck heavy energy that you've got, that stuck energy will be removed. And it was a really good question. Thank you, coffee dogs and spirit rods. I'm just looking for the next question. There we go. And oh, this is so cute. Hi, sweetie. Let me see if I can find one here. Yes. So Tammy, I know you very well, and yes, you are correct that you are receiving messages, and yes, you are picking them up. Seems like they're like literally either same day or maybe a day later. And Selma, do you have anything for Tammy Landrigan?
Yes, she needs to decode these messages. It's not about like you receiving them and quicker, but it's also like focus on decoding them. Focus on like what they mean for you, what they mean for others. And you also get messages for others, not only for yourself, Tammy. It's as if you're working as a cataclysm. Is that the right word?
Catalyst.
A
Catalyst is the word.
catalyst,
Yeah.
exactly. So I
Yeah.
think this for you is like you are like a catalyst. I'm not saying channeling or channel a medium, no, like a catalyst, you know, where you can like really get messages for other people. That's what I'm getting. So focus on decoding them. So yes, and focus on
Good
decoding
idea.
them.
So we've got Linda Bennett in America. Welcome, Linda. Nice to see you here. Please, can you pull a card for me? I go into freeze mode. Yeah, with everything you've been through, yes, you would go into freeze mode. Have had a bad dream from last night. Today I'm counting in my head. Nothing wrong with counting in your head. Honestly, it's a very good survival technique. And obviously, whatever the bad dream was pretty bad. So, yes, counting. But what I will ask you to do, Linda, is when you get to your favorite number, and as a survival technique, we always have a favorite number. So, one of my favorite numbers is 4, and the other number is 7. So, when you, Linda, get to 4, say at 4, I release it back. I release the energy back for this bad dream, what triggered you last night. Release that energy back. And then 5, 6, 7. I release it back. It doesn't serve me, not there for my higher good. Therefore, I release it, send it back, send it back. So, and every time you count and count and count again, I don't know how far you get with your counting, Linda, but I used to get to 10, then reverse and go back again, start again with number 1. And so you carry on. So 4 and 7 is mine. Whatever your special numbers are, at your freeze mode, release and allow that to go. And someone's going to pull a card, and when someone's finished pulling a card, Linda, I will pull a card for you as well. You go for it. Go for it.
Okay, what I got for you, Linda, is yes. Just say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very beautiful card. So what it also means is like get into receiving mode, like get into an open energy. Like counting in your head is good, as Beth said, but it's also like don't contract your energy when you had a bad dream last night. You know, the freeze mode is okay if this is like your modality of response of, you know, the trigger response and coping mechanism. That's okay. So say yes to that. Don't resist it. Say yes to it. This is what I'm getting with that card. You know, it's like to open up and to receive the blessing that also comes with awareness, that also comes with like transforming what you're experiencing. Let us know if this resonates with you.
Yeah, thank
And you
you.
see the light coming down, you know.
Oh, it's
This
beautiful.
is what this is what happens when you have like an open energy and your energy is not contracted. I know in freeze mode it's something different, but like to get you out of the freeze mode, that's the goal.
It
And
is, yeah. And you know, freeze mode can take about, what's the fastest I've ever managed to get out of freeze mode? Can take sometimes 20 hours. That's like,
yeah.
it can take, and you know what? There's nobody must ever say there's any right or any wrong or there's a problem. So Linda,
No,
don't let anyone ever say
no,
to you, oh,
exactly.
you know, you got to do it faster, or
No.
how can you allow yourself to, you know, go into get triggered so much that you're in freeze mode? No, 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 no. So Linda,
At
I'm
your
going
own
to pull a
pace.
card. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at your own pace. I'm
Yeah.
going to pull a card for you. Ah, oh, this is just right for you, Linda. Where can I ask for more help in my life? So, yeah, I know at the moment it's a bit chaotic because if you're going into freeze mode and you've had a dream and the dream triggered you, there's obviously a lot. There's a lot going on. So, let's have a good. Yes, you need to also put the energies out there, ask for what you want, and be open to receiving it. That's another issue for you, Linda. Just by having that coming onto the card now is telling me that sometimes you don't feel worthy. You don't feel that you are honorable or done honorable things sufficient in your life for you to be able to get whatever you are transmuting, whatever you're sending out, your intentions, and whatever it is that you're trying to create for yourself. The other thing was very important on this one is until you can receive with an open heart, you're never really able to give with an open heart. And sometimes you attach judgment to receiving help, either knowingly or unknowingly. So that is a big thing, is don't judge yourself for allowing yourself to be helped or allowing yourself to receive help from other people. And I know that the Linda energy of the soul is somebody that can go ahead and do whatever it is that you want by yourself. But sometimes we need a soul connection, and sometimes there is that special type of connection that you need in order to get the very best out of your life. And for you, because you are a complex PTSD sufferer, you know you're going to freeze mode, allow yourself to open up and allow yourself to enable others to help you. Because I think that you've walked that path for so long on your own, doing everything yourself, that it's very hard to allow individuals to help you and allow that help to come in. Because we all know it's much easier to be on your own and allow yourself to stay alone, because then you can't get hurt. But in order to allow your life to increase and move forward, you have to allow just a small level of vulnerability. Very hard to do, extremely hard to do, especially for someone with complex post-traumatic stress disorder and being that particular modality of freezing. Very hard to trust anyone, very hard to get away from everything that you've experienced in the past, and even more difficult to allow yourself to allow someone else to help you, because that means you're vulnerable. And vulnerability, very difficult, because vulnerability and trust go hand in hand. So I'm going to say to you, Linda, allow yourself to be vulnerable just a little bit and allow people to get into your heart so that you can start experiencing your life to the fullest. How does that sound to you, Selma?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, like that's the energy of it, like to receive and to allow yourself to receive and to be open and to say yes, and to say yes to overcoming that state, and allowing yourself to be in that state. It's absolutely fine. It's all at your pace, and every time you can like release a little bit more. But for sure, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not easy, Linda. We know it's not easy, and the fact that you are still counting, try to flip it, change that energy if you can. And you know what? My heart goes out to you as a fellow sufferer of post-traumatic stress disorder. I know you're struggling. I can feel that you're struggling. And counting in your head is fine, but allow yourself to let some of that go now. I hope that helps, Linda.
Yeah, if you could find also some good meditation that soothes your heart, that strengthen your heart energy, that would be great for you.
Yeah, I think that that's good. I hope that helps you. I'm just going to go. There we go. So Linda, give us some feedback. So this is from the lovely Deanne Daly. When will I be left alone by tall, handsome men? Send them to Selma. Send them to Selma. You're getting lots of tall, handsome men. Send them to Selma. Selma will fix everything. She will. It's getting ludicrous. Yes, Deanne, you will get lots of tall, handsome men, and you will get that energy. All I can say is allow us to help you close that energy down. I think you're being perhaps a little too free and easy with sending out that beautiful golden light. We need to help you to close it down and just bring it in a little bit. So these lovely, tall, handsome men are reacting to your energy. That's what it is, honey. You're sending out too much of the golden light, and it's shimmering, and they're almost, you've got them like they're by their noses saying, woohoo. So yes, I know it's getting ludicrous and you're getting fed up with it. And it's obviously feels like they're objectifying you, and it's not great. But what we need to do is teach you to bring that energy in, rein it in, honey, rein it in, bring it in, so that it's a little bit smaller, because you've got so much of that energy. It's flying out for up to 5 miles. And that's a lot of golden energy going out here, there, and everywhere. So Salma and I will help you to do an energetic close down, move down. And for those of you that want the opposite, that want that lovely energy that Deanne is saying that she's putting out, and she's got all the attention from the tall, handsome men, and that is getting ludicrous, we'll help you with that as well. So Salma, let's do the first one. The first one is to allow Deanne to narrow it in. Have you got any light language that will bless her and help her to move that energy in a little bit, just so that she can live the best life she has and eventually choose somebody very special? So I'm going to put you on the main screen. Deanne, get ready. Follow this particular way of doing things, please.
Okay, Deanne, please focus on your heart chakra. But also on your throat chakra. It's both. It's also in your throat. Okay, because I think you're very sweet in words and very not saying you're a sweet talker, like not authentic. No, you're authentically a very someone who talks very beautifully. So focus on your heart and your throat. And anyone who resonates with that can also focus on their heart and their throat. Like anyone else in the audience who resonate with that. Like to get either an opening or more like a close down, which is a more alignment. Derondo yando onde, deronde yando unda, uyundende rondon don 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 de turu tu 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 ia arronde yando ando unda iuria turira iuria turio i ho nda yondo yo ndoya ndeya ndoya ndeya ndeya
Oh, that's really good light language, and I hope that helps particularly.
If you felt a bit of tingling in your crown chakra, this is because I moved the energy up more into your crown chakra. It's like closing it here, and streamlining it in your crown chakra, and that's a crown chakra. And that's what I believe you need to focus on. Okay, focus on sending out the energy more through your crown chakra, where the intellect is more, where the mental plane also is more, where the spiritual connection is more. So it's less than the heart center, where they can feel attached or connected, and it's more like a bit more detached way of connecting to you.
And a detached way is a better way to connect initially. Because Deanne, if somebody is special enough, and if it's one of these lovely, tall, handsome men, if one of them is quite determined and feels a connection and could be your person, that person's not going to give up on you. That person is going to acknowledge you and see you as the person that needs to be your person in your life and try to get you to connect. So they won't just go past you and be frivolous and be silly. They will realize and recognize soul to soul that this is my person. He's a tall, handsome man, and you'll be ready for him. And you can then meet and match at the right frequency and the right level. And that's what we see is necessary right now, is individuals need to meet and match at the right frequency, because frequencies on Earth have changed. So the fact that you're getting those that are ludicrous and being silly about things, it just means that you're vibrating up here and you're getting all of this at the bottom, all of this further up, all of this further up, and those that are further high. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that whatever's vibrating for you will not be against you. In other words, if those vibrations meet and match yours, then they can proceed. But those that don't, you need to be able to take them, scoop them up, and push them back up to Creator or Source or back into the Akashic Records, because that person's not your person and not the person that's meant for you. I hope that that makes some sense, and I hope that everyone in the chat can get some benefit out of the lovely light language that Sam was done today. And Deanne, tell us if it's working. Tell us if you felt the tingly, and let's hear from you to see how that feels and how that resonates for you. So, and I hope above all that the right person comes at the right time. So let's have a look and see. I think I'm going to need what to do with the glasses.
And that you also will recognize him as the right person, and not like, one of those again, you know? Like that's why also the alignment is very important, so that your heart can really tell you, and you can really then like know what your heart is telling you about that.
Well, Deanne's very special. And more, and let's have a look. I'm getting down to the bottom of the screen, and I'm nearly there. Wow, look at that. Lindsay, yes, Lindsay.
I'm curious, why does Aquana have a turtle on her picture?
Let me go find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll go find it. There we go. That turtle.
The turtle, right?
And it actually says, oh my goodness, it's so tiny. It says Aquana on the turtle.
Okay. I don't see that one. Okay.
Yeah, no, well, I've got better
glasses. Spirit animal,
I've got better glasses than you. I think what it means is
the spirit animal.
I don't know if it's a spirit animal, but I think it's something to do with Aquana's tribe, or it's a very.
That would make sense.
I think I think if I remember, in the museum when we were taken on a tour of the museum, she was on Danny Henderson's show, and there was a tour of all of the museum and all the things and all the cabinets and everything. And I think, if I remember correctly, on the top shelf there was turtle shells that are, I think, I'm not sure, but she's in the chat anyway, so she can let us know if I'm talking out of my tootsies or whether it's right. I think she said that the turtle shells were used for dancing and were sacred because they're peoples. It's the Creek Muskogee, and they are, I think that there is a very sacred area with the turtles. I think that's what it is.
Sorry for being off topic, but it just occurred to me to ask now. I don't know why. I mean, like I've
decided to talk about growing a thousand
times, but exactly. But now I felt like I need to ask. I don't know why. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Can you get back to the 6th dimension? I talked to you on Discord. Yes, Willard. Let's have a discussion on Discord. Oh, there's that little dog again. Aquana, if you know that, well, obviously you'll know the answer to that. Right, but I don't see the answer to the question. So let me know, and I will have a look for it about the turtle logo, because I can't see the answer here. Oh, this is very good. This is Tammy. And then we've got Boo. Has Boo put a question? Deanne, sounds like you have certain beings attracted to you, Nordics or tall whites. That's a good catch, Boo. Excellent. So Deanne, that you just did the light language for, it looks like there's, the tall whites and the Nordics that are attracted to Deanne's energy. So you can also take, from what I remember, you can take the codes for Nordics and tall whites if that's not the person that you want to be attracted to, or you are not attracted to that type of person. You can switch off the codes. You can switch. I mean, there are ladies that are not, and men that are not attracted to Nordics. Not at all. So you can switch off that code within your own structure, because that's not the type of person that you are attracted to, particularly if you know that your person is not a tall white and is not Nordic. then it's a really good idea to do that meditation with someone that can help you change that energy and switch on the types of energetics of the DNA of individuals that are right for you, especially if you already have an idea who your person is. Switch those codes on, switch the ones off that you don't want. So in this case, for Deanne, Nordics by the sound, maybe Nordics are not for you. Switch the codes off. I hope that that's helpful. You got any comment on that, Selma?
I think you said it all. I have no more comments for that one.
Okay. So Jessica Gable has put a lovely question for us here. How do you find out your memories? So part of that would be part of regression. And also you would then be able to take those memories. Now, I know, Selma, although we don't talk a lot about regression at the moment, but with Jessica Gable, could you give some idea on if you were doing regression, what exactly would you be doing in the regression in order to help Jessica regain some of her memories?
I mean, the regression, like in this life, there are two types, either like regression in this life or regression to a past life slash even parallel life. So what you can do is like we can take an emotion, for example, and then like with that emotion, we can like put you into the hypnotic state and like trace back where this emotion, when did you feel the first time you felt this emotion, and this is how we then unravel the story behind the emotion and then the memory behind the emotion. Because with the memories, it's not so much about the pictures, about the scenes or incidences. It's like more about the emotions that, like, you know, are still in our field, still in our body, in our cells, and like that are connected to us. So that would be one thing. Another thing would be like, okay, what is the latest or like, let's say, earliest memory you have, and then we would take that and get it from here. What I also very sometimes have, like maybe 2 out of 10 clients, I do something called hypnotic conditioning.
Oh,
So there
wow.
are clients, for example, that come to me and tell me, Selma, Khalas, I'm ready. Let's hypnotize. Let's get this out of my system and let's do it. You know, they're really open consciously. But then I cannot put them into that level of hypnotic state where they can really go into their subconscious mind, or the guard between their conscious and subconscious mind opens up. So what I then do is I give them a recording
Mm-hmm.
with special wordings, and then they listen to it for like 10 days, for example, daily, and then they come back, and then their subconscious mind is ready to open up, and then I can put them into that state, and then we can go deeper, you know. So this is how it can go gradually, or in a different process. What you also can do is, of course, if you want to say, okay, no, let's figure out what was past life, if there is a past life and what it was, etc., then we do similar steps. You know, we take either a current circumstance, we take a wound, we take an emotion, we take a pattern, you know, something that you would like to get rid of or like transform, let's say transform, you know, then we take that one and see how we can lead that to where this can lead us into the past life regression. So there are different points or different techniques here. Very often also something like when you hear a word, when you hear a special song, when you see something, you know, when you go back to a place where that you like to visit earlier on in your childhood, for example, or when you see a certain color, when you see a certain any physical materialistic thing, that can also trigger a memory in you.
Mm-hmm.
So there are different ways of doing that. Let me
Okay.
know if that helps you somehow, or yeah, and if that answers your question, Jessica. Thank you.
I think that was a good answer to that question. And I think we've got some. No, we
Stay
don't.
complete.
I just saw it, so just go move away. That's question before question.
Okay, yes,
And
please
then it's
put the
better to see it.
QQQ.
Yes, thank you, Tammy. The QQQ
Yeah.
would definitely help me because as you can see, I am looking.
What's your gong, Bev? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I've got the gong. It's here.
So,
Okay, let's have a look. I'm looking to see whether there was an answer. Someone's just guessing. What is this here? Excuse me, that's the dogs. They've decided there was somebody out there that was.
they didn't see the picture of the cat, and that's why.
Well, yeah, they saw the picture of the cat, and now they're barking about it. Let's have a look. Popcorn. I don't know what that is. No idea. No idea what that is. But that's fun and games. And there is there? There we go. Found one. There's the QQQ. It does help. Oh, we've done this one.
We've done this one.
Did. Yeah, we did this one. And I think Linda's come back. No. I'm trying hard. Yeah. Going through all of them. I think there might be one. Nope, that's not. It's hard to find all the QQQs. So let me have a look here. Cyan. And it looks like we've nearly come to the end. There's another one here, I think. Oh, there's Carol Merrigan. And she says, hi, I'm in Spain watching. Hi, Spain, but I live in Turkey. Wow, talk about a jet setter. Still following, back in Turkey on Monday, originally Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, how fantastic. Well, I'm sure you're very, very warm at the moment in Turkey and in Spain. And we're so pleased that you're watching. So we say hi to you. I love going to Spain. It's a great place to go because I can have my mobility scooter and ride around. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find another one. I'm going through. And let's have a look. That's Siva saying hello to everyone.
Amazing jungle. Hello.
Ooh. Oh, all right then. So Lula Bell has said, just call me Lou. I suppose she gets fed up with being called Lula Bell. Lou last Bell. I don't quite get it, but there we go. Remember, I've got a sense of humor failure. Clearly, I don't get these little nuances of funny things, which is why, sometimes in the past, I've had to have jokes explained to me. Never mind. It's the way it is. Let's have a look. What is this one last? Let's see. Marana. What do I? Yeah. Okay. So as a runner, so we're talking here about complex PTSD. So that's fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. And what Jessica is saying to us here is that you're a flight, which means you run like hell, get out of the way. So if you think you're going to get triggered in those few seconds before you're going to get triggered and get to your issue, which in your case is run like hell, is have a look to see, because we get hypervigilant as well. Just before you're about to get triggered, you'll look to see, where's my exit? Where's the quickest way out of here? How can I get out of here fast? What can I do super fast, super quick? What's my quickest route? Is it straight? Is it to the side? Is it to the side? Is it jump over something? Is it run through a door? Is it hide? So, Jessica, for you, have a look, because you are a flight risk, a runner. Have a look to see, when you first get into an area, have a look around and see if there's an area that you can escape to that would, if you do get triggered, have a look for your escape route, but an area that you could go to that's not running outside and just really gapping it, because a lot of runners will just end up in the middle of nowhere at a bus station, somewhere, wherever, because they've been so badly triggered that they run like hell. They do. For you, then, find yourself a space that you can go to where you haven't exited or remove yourself totally from the place that you're at that has caused the trigger. And then the moment, if the trigger does happen, say to yourself in your mind, that's a safe area, the loo, or that's a safe area near the kitchen, or that's a safe area downstairs in the lobby or downstairs downstairs in the front, if it's like a movie house, a cinema or something like that. Find yourself a safe place and then go and wait there until it's passed over a bit. You might be waiting there sometimes for a while. I know, because I've had to stand in a public bathrooms for many hours waiting for things to pass, especially when I had to go into London, and a lot of the triggers like ambulances and fire engines and police cars and things like that, and that was me. So find a safe place that you can go to and make sure that your family knows, if I'm triggered, this is where you'll find me. Look at me, look for me in the toilets, look for me in the foyer, look for me in the coat area. Give an area that you can run to and hide and wait, so that eventually what will happen, it will waves over you, and eventually you'll come out of it and you'll realize, oh, I'm in the area that I told my family I would be in. So whether it's the loo, whether it's the coat hanging area, or whether it's the foyer downstairs or the reception of a building, whatever it is, whatever is safe enough for you, if you do that, because there's not much that's going to stop you from running, because you're flight risk, unless you do the work on the back end. So my suggestion also for you, Jessica, would be to start doing the shadow work, the work on the back, the shadow work where you can start looking at what are your triggers, how can you remove those triggers, and then more importantly, get someone who you trust that can work with you and start pulling out these triggers, capturing them, removing them, pulling out the triggers, and sometimes you have to twist them and then hold them and then remove them. So get those triggers removed. Find yourself a really good soul therapist or someone who's very well versed in dealing with trauma, so that you can start removing the trauma, because that's the only thing that will stop those level of triggers hitting you thick and fast. Salma, do you have any advice for Jessica, because she's a flight risk?
What I got is that you, before you get triggered, you tell yourself it's okay to be triggered, because like somehow you still want to avoid to be triggered, or like you feel you think like you shouldn't be triggered. But with you, I felt like you can talk yourself rationally through it. For example, okay, when the glass, for example, I don't know what your trigger is, but for example, the glass falls, or that triggers me because the falling of the glass like reactivates a certain sound in my ear, and that sound makes me remember the crash of the car, for example, like the whole chain of it.
Yeah.
So it's okay to tell yourself, okay, I am triggered. If the glass falls, I will be triggered, and it's okay that I'm triggered. So what I will do when I'm triggered is exactly then what Bev told you. So you tell yourself before the trigger happens that it is okay to be triggered, it is okay to do that, and it is okay to have this and that solution. This like calms your system before the trigger happens, and also like it makes it less intense, a little bit less intense every time.
Yeah, because it does, it reduces it. And when you
Mhm.
start doing that work and you realize that there is a safe haven or something that you've set aside that is a safe haven, but make sure that you get an area that your family knows, that if you are triggered, that you then at least can say to them, if something happens and I'm triggered and I want to run, these are the few places that you probably will be able to find me. Because otherwise, if you allow yourself to go into free fall run, which means run as fast as you can, get as far away from the danger as possible, you could end up getting on a bus or end up, running at least 10 blocks before you realize, actually, I've run as far away as I can. And then the body will say, actually, the danger's over now. I can now stop running. And by that time, you're actually really, really far away. So I hope, Jessica, I really hope that we've been able to help you a little bit with that. So I'm just going to check and see if there's any more here. I don't need glasses for this. They're so small. Tiny, 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 tiny. Where are they? We still didn't get the answer to to the turtle thing, but I'm sure that at some point we will. What is this?
No, I think there was an answer somehow. There was, she
Did I miss
answered.
it?
But yes, yes, yes. There were there. She answered that it's like exactly how you
Okay.
explained that they use it for the dancing and like for like pushing away the evil spirits and the dark negative.
Oh, did she? I don't know. I've lost it.
One
Oh,
point
that's very rude of
is,
me. I don't know where it
yeah,
is. Was it further up?
I think so. It was further up. Yeah.
Why do they make these things so small? Well, I'm glad you saw it. You should have said I didn't see it. Bugger.
I just
Is
like
this
I
it?
saw it like from here.
Oh, there we go. I think I found it.
Repel
It
negative
says,
energies.
yeah. So apparently, the loud noises of the turtles naturally repel negative energies. So that must be when the shells of the turtles are attached
They
to
dance to it.
those that are dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Those the sounds of the shaking
Yeah.
noise or the grinding noise or whatever it is that they make. The loud noises of the turtles naturally repel negative energies. Thank you. I was just as well I went looking for it. So I'll see if I can go back down to where I was before. Let's have a look. This is Missy. Oh, you're wondering why you can't read your own tarot cards. I'm psychic. I see good and evil spirits. I hear my spirits. I see loved ones for others, but can't read anything for myself. That is a very interesting one. Do you want to pull a few cards then for Missy? Great picture, Missy. Really good. Carry on the good work as a psychic. That's awesome. And then once you've done that particular one, I'll pull a card here as well.
I'll pull a card for you, Missy. Here's a card for you. But before I look at the card, it's like the question came to me is like, how well would you receive the whole truth, for yourself? If you because this is always tricky as a psychic, something to read for others, but something else to read for yourself. So how well would you receive if you really would see the truth in like negative and positive? That's a question I would like to give back to you and contemplate on. So interesting. The card that came for you is called play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So maybe you want it so much for yourself that it's slipping away from you, that it's not opening up for you. If you like sometimes when we are like too holding on to something that we want so urgently, it doesn't open up. So maybe this is here the answer to you, to let it come, to be more playful, to be more easy. Maybe you start with one question for yourself. Maybe you start with just like, okay, one day in a month I'll connect for myself, for example, instead of constantly being occupied with like wanting to do that for yourself. Does that resonate with you? Let us know, please.
That's a good one, Missy. So I quickly worked out your numbers, and I think it's very interesting because you've got not only is your birthday 2111, but then when I reduced it down to the number, what is very interesting is all the number sequences when I added them all together also comes to 21, which is then 2 and 1 is 3. So once that's another 3, it's the second 3 that we've got in tonight's session. So Missy, that the balance side of the 3 says that you also need to allow your energy body to open up sufficiently to allow that energy to come down and push into the cards that you want to do for yourself. So I think start off again with the 3. So just pull the 3, past, present, future. Just part the 3 down and allow yourself to see what comes for you. And slowly but surely, if you do that once or twice a week, allow that energy body to start drawing down that energy of the super consciousness, the collective consciousness, and obviously creator source, bringing that energy down to whatever it is that wants to be transmitted to you via the tarot cards. Because I think that there has been some sort of a blockage from there. And maybe, as Selma says, sometimes you're a bit worried about what might come forward in the tarot. But let's get over this. It's not insurmountable. Let's get over it and let's start retraining the energies, because now is the right time for this. Get the energies out there. Do your 3 cards, which is you and Pythagorean numerology. You are number 3. So let that come forward and allow yourself to see more about yourself. You already see your guides. You already have, loved ones and spirits of others, etc. Start just with the tarot cards, just the 3, and see what comes through for you. And I hope that is working very well for you, because it is something that's good.
And play with it, like start like, for example, with light topics, for example, should I wear trousers or should I wear a skirt, for example, like start lightly. Don't go right in with like, really serious questions where you need like really deep and serious answers. Start with really light questions. What do I need to prepare for lunch when I have visitors next week, for example, So
yeah, just something basic and something very light, not something too complicated, just something that is easy for you. The other thing you can do is you can demand, because you've been working as a psychic and you do all of these things anyway, you could also make a command of the tarot cards and say, I command you to show me from these 3 cards what is it that I need to know from our higher and greater good right now. So to speak, just general, and see how that comes about. I hope that helps you, Missy. I'm going to go and have another look quickly. Back in the side here, what have we got? There's another one. This is Hell's. Look at the doggy. Can you see why I'm seeing the number 33 at least 33 times a day? And that is 1966. Oh, that's good. Do you want to take that one while I quickly work out that birth date for me?
Birth date, yeah.
18,
I mean, like 33 is a master number.
Yeah, it is.
It's like the enlightened master, and like, it's a dog also.
Another dog.
Another dog. The enlightened master. Something where it's like, where you have like fulfilled a cycle. I'm pulling a card for you. That's what I'm getting. There's kind of like a cycle that you have fulfilled, and that's why you're seeing it. It like reminds you of like evolving further and getting into the next one, the next cycle. Yeah, you got this card, which is called Birthing a New Age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being.
Oh, that's lovely.
So that's exactly what I got. There's like a cycle that is ended and you need to like go into a new cycle. Are you standing in front of a crossroads right at the moment? Like, are you standing in front of like something where you don't need to, where you don't know, like, should I take that or leave it? Like, should I really change my direction or stay where I am? And I think it tells you to change your direction. Like to take on the challenge that is actually in front of you, ahead of you, offered to you. This is what it says. Please let me know if that resonates with you.
That's a good one. I love the cards. Those cards are awesome.
Yeah.
So for Hells, I put all your numbers together. It's very interesting. You got a lot of 2s there, 22, 28, and then it turns into a 10, which is then a 1. So I think because the 1 is one of those where there's a lot of energy coming in, there's a lot of new energies that are coming in. The fact that you're seeing number 33, the master number, up to 33 times in a day, that means that there's a lot that the universe is trying to communicate to you and bring that forward. So have a look and see. When you see the 33, have a look for the additional information. So when you see the 33, have a look around. Are there any other signs? Ask for other signs from the universe. So like I will ask if something comes 3 or 4 times. If it's come 3 times, then I will ask for another sign. And I will always say, bees are one of my biggest signs. So I will say, if there's a sign, send me a bee. And then if a B comes along, then it adds to the answer that could be coming from that. So yes, you're seeing the number 33, but what else? What else is needed in order to help you see the other signs? And everything comes in sets of 3. So it's 3, 6, 9. So if you're seeing it 33 times a day, that means you're missing a whole bunch of other signs. So that's the first set of 3, 6, and 9. Each of those will come with another set of signs and symbols from the universe. So have a look. What else? Look at the rest of it, because you're only seeing the numerical significance. You're not seeing the angelical. You're not seeing the Gaia influence. You're not seeing the creator as above, so below influence. Look for all the other influence as well, because they are there. You just need to see them. Health, I hope that definitely resonates with you. And the little doggy is very cute. So there we go. I think that we've come to the end of our time. I know that there's some further down. I'll see if I can find them. The roundhouse, yes, that is the roundhouse in the burial site. So yes, I think we had done that one before. So what I want to do, so have you got any, we're going to be closing the show now. So Salma, have you got any final closing comments that you would like to add for us? Oh, and I think that we've got, just at the nick of time, we have got Chris that's decided to join us.
Hello.
Hiya. How are you?
Hi. All right.
I'm
Hi,
so
Chris.
sorry. So
That's
sorry.
all right. Don't worry. I think it would be nice for you to do some of the last, give some of the background about yourself, Chris, while I go and find some questions. Go ahead.
I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm good, you know. I'm a veteran international celebrity psychic, I guess, is what you call me. But I'm more than that. I'm an astrologer, a demonologist, an exorcist. Yeah, I do many things. A hypnotist. I do many things. But yeah, I've just been super busy, super crazy recently. So.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, anything.
And you used to have a shop in London, didn't you, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. We've had a few shops in London, but I had a shop in London, Divine Light. I've worked at Mysteries, Northwest Sixth in West Hampstead. I've done all the usual haunts, and made a few of my own. So.
Of course. Well, Mysteries is lovely in London. And I think it's got it's got a great energy, particularly their sacred back room with all the crystals and all the beautiful water, and it's gorgeous.
Secret coven of witches it is.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah, that's good.
Secret coven.
So I'm going to have a look. So Cheyenne Blue, thank you very much we're all experiencing different things and times in our lives. Let's be kind how we respond. It's not nice to judge one another. Lots of love here. Thank you. It's just a reminder for everyone to be kind. Oh,
we have a feedback.
In the show, Chris, what we do is when we get an answer, we give a gong. So Hells has said, wow, thank you both. Yes, it resonates. So there we go. That's really lovely. And we've got so many little doggy icons. It's awesome. So let's have a look. We're looking because it's lots of fun. Yes, it is lots of fun. So let's have a look and see what we can find. I think there is a question. Right, this is going to have to be for you there, Chris. This is from Dame Anna. Well, my daughter is very distraught and thinks her husband is lying to her, not other women, that is. Can you see if her fear is justified? Thank you, lovely ladies. And of course, lovely ladies is now also, and lovely Chris too. So Chris, please have a look.
My speciality.
It is your speciality indeed.
Relationships. All right, give me a second. Let me just have a little look. I'm reading from the Rider-Waite today.
Oh, very nice.
So let's just see what they come up with. Judgment, justice, and the Hangman. Well, I think she's bang on the money. She needs to listen to her inner voice and her intuition. It's not steering her wrong. Sadly.
Yeah, I think I find that's and that's why Dame Anna, that's why your daughter is so distraught. Because it's gone right into the heart chakra, and it's saying, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. But you will need to, of course, with everything, you can't cause a change in a relationship unless you have evidence. So make sure, same Anna, make sure that your daughter finds the connections and finds out where is this coming from, how is this happening, and very carefully and with the kindness that she can possibly muster, because I know she's upset. How can she then broach the subject with him to see whatever the lie is about? Because it's obviously not other women. It's a lie about something. But I think it's something that they can come back from. Selma, what did you think of this one?
Yeah, what I got is like that maybe the husband is lying because there is a little bit of pathological lying in it. You know what I mean? Like when someone like believes their lies, and it's not necessarily like to like lie to the daughter like extra with intention. It's more like, for example, oh, have you like finished the tea? And then he says, no, I didn't finish the tea. You know, I haven't finished the tea. So these kind of lies, the pathological lies, although he finished the tea, you know what I mean? So, and because this is piling up, she feels like he's not honest or sincere in lying to her. This is one part. Another part that I got is that he's maybe telling her half of the truth. Because, like, for example, if he tells her, yeah, I'm late because I met that person and we had a drink, and then I went to like I don't know, into a shop with that person, and then I came home, and so he was like late 2 hours. So if he would have told her all of that, she maybe would have made a scene, or like being not being pleased about that. So that's why, for example, he's telling her, no, I had a meeting and that's why I'm late. You know what? You get the message. So I think this is one thing. It's a little bit of pathological lying. Another thing is also of I don't want to have stress again, because then she's asking questions and then she's suspicious and then she does. So I'm just telling her I went to a meeting. You get you get the point? Does that resonate? Please let us know.
Yep, I think that's definitely, that's the point. Is little white lies that end up being extremely big lies at later. The one thing I will say, I'm just looking for it quickly. We did have an answer feedback from Linda Bennett. So Linda, you get a gong. Here's the gong.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda, and we're very happy
You need to get yourself a gong for next time.
Yeah,
I need to get one.
You need to get yourself a gong for next time.
I will.
Yeah, you've got to get a gong. Come on, you've got to get a gong with us. Right, so we've got Jerry Moore, which is a very interesting picture of Jerry. It looks like is she on the roof or is she on a helicopter? Wow. So I'm going to give this one to you, Chris, to start off with. And Jerry says, could you please help me to understand why I have extreme fatigue? I need to do light work, but I don't have any energy because I'm always sleeping. That's a really good one. Chris, I'm going to hand this one over to you.
Definitely to the right person. So I spent a long going places and falling asleep. I just so tired all the time. When you work and you do what we do, it's draining. It really is. And you need to know your limits. You also need to know how to cleanse and how to wash and how to get rid of all the, I can do 7 readings or 6 readings like I have today. And at the end of it, I can't remember any of them because I self cleanse. I literally just wash it all away. I can't tell you a word of what happened or even who I spoke to. It's difficult for me to recall, but that's part of my self cleansing process because I've been doing it for so many years. When you're doing healing, light work, tarot, anything like that, you must ground yourself. But also, when you're finished, it's very good to go and get a tree, to ask the tree to take away all the energy and to replenish you with healthy. And what the tree will do is the tree will root that in the ground where it belongs, so it doesn't damage the tree. But you must always ask permission because trees are alive.
Of course.
Trees have feelings, you know. Yeah, that's what I think about that. So let's just have a little look anyway. But that's what I got. That's my initial. I think it's overworking. So, Four of Swords, of course. Queen of Swords. Being quite hidden and blind to what it is. So I'd say, strangely enough, I'd say this person may have some emotional, psychic vampires attached to him. He also needs to cut that dead weight and stop it having these engagements with these people that are sucking him. So it looks like they're sucking him dry. That's what I feel. Please do let me know.
Yes, any feedback, that would be good. And Selma, what have you got for Jerry Moore?
I feel like you are like there's a burnout here. I think you're burned out. Like burnt out maybe through like your mental chatter that is going on. So you need to release that and transform that mental chatter. Ground yourself more. Are you like enough in nature? Do you go enough into nature? So this is what I feel is like you're putting yourself too much under pressure. There's too much pressure going on and mental chatter going on and like burning out. You need to like really transform this burnout before you can do any light work. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, well, that's good. Thank you, Selma. And I will just pop back in. So Jerry, I know, lovely, that you are in a very stressful environment. And I did quickly do your numbers because thank you, you gave me your birth date. And it is the number 7, which is a very spiritual number. So absolutely, yes, you are that resonant number 7, which means you can do the spiritual work very easily. But also with your energy, I would try to look at what you're eating and how you're eating what. Because if you're eating particular foods, there is on the internet, there's a lot of foods that will tell you what is energetic, what type of energy it has, and also whether that is creating energy in your body or releasing energy in your body. So I keep getting, because I see you as a lady there on top of it looks like it's either on top of a train or it's on top of a helicopter or something like that. It's definitely some sort of extreme situation. So the fact that you're always sleeping as well, have a look at energetic foods, high energy foods that will raise your vibration, raise your energy, because it looks like your energy body is being depleted. As Chris had said, and as Selma had said, there is something that's extracting that energy. So in order to close it off, what I would do is I would also, in your bra, I would put a red, it's either a red handkerchief or a small red piece of either velvet or a small red piece of cloth, so that the energy that's coming into the heart is bouncing off. So whatever it is that's being pulled off you, as Chris said, psychic vampires, exactly the same situation. Energy is being drained off. But also I would make sure, if you can walk around bare feet most of the time, allow the Gaia energy to rise up through your feet and to re-energize you. Really, the power of the Gaia or the earth energy cannot be underestimated, because you do need to be fed from the bottom as well as from the top. So you've got Creator Source feeding your energy from the top, but you've also got Gaia feeding you from the bottom, and the two meet and match at the heart chakra point. It might also be a good idea, Jerry, to go to somebody that can do a cleanse and a clear and realignment of all your chakras and all your energy bodies, because that would then help you. So remember, Pythagorean system, number 7, Jerry, number 7. That is your number in numerology. So thank you very much for that. I'm just going to have a look and see if we've got any more in the chat that we want to get to. Thank you so much for that question. It was a good one. And no, I think I'm good. So I want to just bring everybody, all my guests, back onto the center. And I want to say thank you to everybody, Selma, for you, and obviously for Chris coming. I'm just going to have to bring you back, Chris. We're just going to have to make sure that you come back. I know you had a crazy, crazy busy day, and I understand that. That's fine. And let me just unmute here. So there we go. So yes, I know that it's a busy time, and Saturdays everybody has lots happening. So thank you both to Salma for being here. Thank you to Chris for being here.
Yeah,
And
sorry I wasn't here for longer.
any last comments or suggestions or words of wisdom that you would like to share with our audience? Chris, go ahead, please.
At the minute, I'm working on a new project, something completely different for me. I'm creating 2 sets of tarot cards.
Oh, nice.
One for professionals, one for beginners. My beginners tarot cards, some of them, not all of them, because you've got to learn some, have got instructions and explanations on them.
Yeah.
The other set are very powerful. It's like a grimoire of tarot, something that no one's ever thought of before. I won't spill too much of my beans because it's top secret.
Too much, yeah.
Top secret, but it's something no one has thought of before, which is gonna have immense power.
Oh, that's
so
good.
I'm like, I finished my first set. I've got 5 more cards to edit, and my second set, without spilling too much, is gonna be a work in progress.
Oh, that's lovely. And we've got Sky Spirit Creations in the chat. She's with us, and she supports the show a great deal. And she does a lot of she actually designs for some of the bigger publishing houses. So you never know,
really?
you might end up,
Please do
if I can
send me a
introduce
message.
the two of you to each other, I think that would be lovely.
Of
course, with the show, and we wish you a lot of luck with your new tarot creations. That sounds exciting. And Selma, have you got anything you want to share as the final words for today?
Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for your questions and for your great energy and all of that. And if anyone is curious about light language, next Monday I have the Light Language Lounge, which is an online meeting where you can, connect to those who have already reactivated or reawakened their light language, where you can ask questions, where you can share experiences. It's at 9 p.m. German time. You can find that on my website in the booking section. And at the end, you get a blessing. You get like 10-20 minutes light language blessing. And from that, you also get a recording that you can have like for yourself and listen to every time you want, and you feel connected to it. So,
That's lovely. Thank you, Salma. And of course, as always, if you want to book with me, go on to awakeningacademy.co.uk or go on to the official page here on YouTube or TikTok and all the usual suspects. Come and find me and decide whatever you want to book with me. I thank you, all of you in the chat. You've done a great job. We've had lots of fun this evening. Yeah. Join us next weekend on Saturday, where we will have Azria with us, and maybe Chris will come and do the other half of the show. That'll be lovely. So thank you very much to everyone. God bless and blessings across the world from the Creator, from my heart to yours. Go well and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.